Group number 7 on the track, guys. Group number 7. You guys have 8 minutes.
Starting things off here for Group 7 on track with 1 minute completed and 7 minutes left to go here. We're starting things off by following Kevin Cole, the American driver,
7 minutes left to go in this group.
making his way around. Fast lap of 15.342 last time across, and putting in a seating time of 46.531. Kevin through the VP sweeper and across the line, puts in a 15.6 that time across and stays on that 46.5. Top 3 consecutive. As Maxime RIPOLL, the young 12-year-old Frenchman, goes to the top of the sheet. As we now pick up with young Maxime, young fast Frenchman. Managed to grab him for just a second when we had the round break before we started round 4. Oh, just a nasty clap of that inside wall through the Infinity Carousel. Fed him off the race line into the dusty part of the track. But young Maxime, 12 years old, has been racing this class for just 2 years. In his first season, won the French National Championship. Bit of talk with this young kid. A bit of talk about him. He's going to be one to watch in the future if he stays on this trajectory. Could definitely be the case. Young Maxime RIPOLL from France. As Maxime being dropped to second for the moment as Jose Felix goes to the top with a 15.105. Portuguese driver getting dropped back off to the second here as Maxime RIPOLL goes back to the top with a 15.2 as we catch Maxime coming in for a fuel stop.
5 minutes left. RIPOLL out in front, 45.8 for his fast 3. Jose Felix now up into the second spot, 46.1. Arie Manten in the third spot, 46.2.
As we pick up following along here with Arie Manten at the moment in the gold car.
This is group number 7 on the track right now. Group number 7 on the track. Group number 8 coming up next. Group 8.
Times coming down here as we're crossing the halfway point. Well, the car we were following, the one car, for just a moment, Garen Hagobian, found himself, over the curbs and all sorts of out of control through the hot race chicane. Tim Dollar in our chat asking to follow drivers, and it seems like whoever we end up following just ends up crashing once we put him on camera. Garen Hagobian getting caught up at the hot race chicane there. Oh, gets it mostly right this time. Going to Infinity Instant Replay here. Here's Garen over that curve, just completely missed the corner. Was lucky not to fire into. That's why those fences are there. That's exactly why those fences are there, to stop those poor marshals from copping a car coming through at some stages of this lap, close to 60 miles per hour. These cars are incredibly quick in a straight line. As we're now going to pick up with Mihnea Lupu, the Canadian driver, who was very quick in round 3 of seeding practice earlier today, was 29th in the round with a seeding time of 44.598. And look what we have here. Mihnea, the Canadian, is on top of this sheet and half a second clear of the next car in the group and is on top of your seeding times. Mihnea Lupu ahead of Brian Thomas and Maxime RIPOLL. Mihnea on a 45.011 with 2 minutes and 30 left to go. With a hot lap of the race as well of a 14.923 is going quicker than Stefan Riccobono at the moment. As Mihnea now puts in a 14.904. Brian Thomas into the second. Maxime with a 14.919 in third. Kevin Cole into the 4th spot. Michael Salven showing P5. But has red against his name, so hasn't turned a lap in a little while. Jose Felix down in the 6th spot for the Portuguese driver in the WRC chassis with Arie Manten in that gold number 7 car. Brendan Cho in the 8. Benny Ciere in the 9. And Garen Hagobian, who we had on our Infinity Instant Replay not long ago, crashing through the chicane.
Less than 2 minutes left in this group, guys. Less than 2 minutes.
We follow along with Mihnea Lupu, your leader in this heat. 1 minute and 40 to go. As we picked up with Jose Felix in the orange and white WRC chassis onto the back straight here with a minute 15 left to go. Jose putting in a personal best lap of the race as well. Our cameraman curse coming into play once again. Or it's probably a blessing than a curse. Every time we put a camera on someone, they either go crashing or they say the fastest lap of the race. So Jose go to 15.086, backs it up with a 15.7, a little bit slower here. Jose runs 7th at the moment with the fast lap 15.09 and a seeding time of 46.060 with 45 seconds left on the clock. Mihnea Lupu fastest on track with a 14.904 and a top 3 consecutive now sub 45, the first of the sub 45 times we've seen in this round so far. Getting closer here. We're about 1.2 seconds, or 1.4 seconds slower than what the fastest time was from round 3 earlier today, set by Naoto Matsukura, which has been the fastest seeding time of the day so far for the Japanese 200mm Nitro Touring Car World Champion running the Infinity chassis. It's actually been an Infinity car on the top of the board in all of control practice so far. See if it can hold up here in round 4. As we run down the final few seconds here, Mihnea Lupu holding onto the top spot and resetting the hot lap, but Maxime RIPOLL resets the hot lap again to a 14.810. It's going to be a frantic finish here as Brian Thomas puts in a hot lap right at the end and goes 44.821. Mihnea Lupu looking to try and finish off and coming over the line now. Mihnea misses out.